Hello and welcome back to SJ Cartier Limited Convos Quotes. And today is a little personal quote because over the last few weeks been applauding. So if you realise some of my quotes, they have been talking to you, but some of them are actually talking to myself and reminding me that the journey I am is not a small journey, it's quite an amazing big journey. And although I've came so far, I've still got so far to go. And now we should not believe what people put out in the atmosphere about you or for you to trip you up, because our journey is still ours, and how we feel and our mindset and how we control and the steps we take is all still down to us. Whether people think we're going to make it or people don't think we're going to make it, whether you have all the options in the world or you have no options in the world, it's all still coming down to you to maintain. And today, after the week I've had, after the last month I've had, I'd say, I'm quite proud of where I've got to, because when I first was telling people, watch out for SJ Cartier Limited, watch out for Cartier when he moves from Birmingham and he lives in the countryside and he doesn't contact anyone, because he's also watching who contacts him, who wishes him well, who really wants to be on his side of this team. And I'm reaching a point now where, and I'm going to name drop what I mean so you get a better understanding. 3 years ago, I took my business away from eBay because I felt like eBay was not promoting me, it was overly promoting other businesses. Whether they were small, whether they were larger than me, it made no difference. The choice was them over me. Now, 3 years later from now not being on there, I have now actually had what I presume is an official eBay person, because they have the blue tick. They have the eBay blue tick, so it's a social network they use for their business. Message me and ask me, would I like to come back to eBay? Now, for me, I actually had a smile, and I told them from the very offset, I left eBay, I've got my website, and I'm quite happy to sell via my website, and that's the end of that. But I also really had a little inquisitive point of me to ask, what is the reason you message me? And it came to me, let me get this right so you understand exactly what I'm trying to get at. They messaged me and said, would I like to come back to eBay? I stated to them from the very start that I'm quite comfortable with my website, and if I ever want to do live selling, I do have my whatnot seller profile. But at this moment in time, I see no reason why I need to come back to eBay. Then what did they do? They start questioning me as to why. So I gave them the reasons as to why. I also gave them a very strong point in, I am not the influencer type that you may need on your platform, because I'm about just doing everything right. I'm not about trying to overly sell to someone. I'm not about trying to push things in people's face. I'm not about trying to sell to you every single day. I'm just putting my business there, and people that really want to shop and the things they really need, they will come and support, find, or buy from me. Now, the fact that eBay have come back to me has shown to me that they really want me back. But when they were talking to me, they're talking like I want them. Now, as I said previously, we will grow to a point where even people like eBay have to question, why is he not on here? I'm going to grow to a point where people who have known me from a very long time are going to say, why did we not keep in contact with him? Some of you did, but I really smelt out the fishiness and kept you at a safe distance, even if I felt like I'm the same person. I'm talking to you like the same person, but the distance is way away. So now, as I'm, how many years now? 6 years since I've left Birmingham. And I can say when I left, my journey was a long one. My journey was a difficult one. I moved to London and it wasn't an easy start. We moved to Wiltshire. It wasn't a continuous start. Having the family that my partner already had and having a family that I am now having to raise was not an easy part. But 6.5 years down the line later, I'm starting to see the paths get easy. And something that made me smile, because I always say this to my partner, there's people like Richard Branson who never passed his GCSEs, never done a lot of things, but look at him now. There's people like not Henry Hoover, Dyson, John Dyson, I think it is his first name, but the Dyson fella, he came from nothing, and now look at Dyson in every bathroom, in many places, and it was an Hoover. Now he's in the bathroom. So the point of my message is, sometimes people come from nothing and they make something, and it's only when people actually make something people start to take notice of them. But why did people never take notice from you at the start? And the main reason why you took notice of yourself was because you also believed in yourself. eBay believed in themselves when they were selling CDs back in the day. Amazon believed in themselves. Virgin believed in themselves. Dyson believed in themselves. There's a lot of people that didn't believe in them, but the one person that did believe was themselves. So today's Convo's quote, just to finish, because it's been a longer one than usual, is, as I've always said, believe in yourself, and you will start to see the doors opening. Whether you believe in a God or not, they are going to open for you. Once they are open, you make your full way through and kick your way through. And also, never forget the people that didn't want you to make it, that thought you wouldn't make it. It's not for you to be stubborn. It's not for you to be, trying to do anything negative to them. You just be the pleasantry person you were. But that open gate that they had at the beginning is not the open gate that they're going to expect later on. So just like eBay may have had an open gate to question me and say, oh, I'd like to connect with you. Would you like to be one of our influencers, SJ Cartier Limited? Would you like to sell on here? Like, I was a top rated seller. I was that for a very long time. I sold products in variety of categories. I had my own website. I was registered business. Why did they not see the blessings of me? Why did it take me to leave you, and 3 years later now you're questioning me about, oh, would I like to come back? That's the same with a lot of people. They're going to ask and question, hey Sam, hey Carty, what are you up to today? Do you want to go here? Do you want to go there? And I'm going to be like, I'm too busy, because you didn't build that connection from the start when you had the opportunity. And only I believed in myself. That's all I needed. Of course, I needed my partner to believe in me. I needed the little one to believe in me. I needed my mothers to believe in me. But the main person that needed to believe was me. And the journey I'm making, I'm so proud of it, because, as I say, I've come from a long way. And just like Richard Branson, just like these types of people, they came from a hard, long way. And look at them now. So this is a reminder to everyone today. Trust yourself, trust your journey. Even if no one else trusts yourself, trust you or your journey. Because as long as you trust it, you know the way you gotta go if you plan right. So thank you for joining SJ Cartier Limited Convo's quotes today. And as I've just come out of Jummah and I've got to get back to work, I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their Friday. And I wait to see you next week.